Okay, I'll turn camera off. All right, guys, check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you guys hear me out there? Just gonna go over to the chat roll here and see who's hanging out already. Where are we here? Just want to make sure sound is working. If you can hear me, type in the chat roll and let me know that you can hear me. I see Josh in there. I see Victoria in there. Can you guys hear me all right? I see some questions going on. I just want to make sure that there's no technical glitches before I start rambling on here. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Say yes in the chat window. Can you guys hear me? No, yes. I'm going to be doing Q&A at the end here, so I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be training here, just sharing a little bit of my story, whatnot, teaching you guys how to actually make a living with music, make money, how to market your music, and get rolling. But I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. I don't see anyone. I see some questions posted in here, but no one said yes, they can hear me. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to switch over to the camera here so you guys can see me and so you can actually see me talking. And we're going to rock and roll here. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you see my ugly mug? Can you see my ugly mug on here? Let me just see if I can. I'm going to pull this up, make sure you guys can see me as well here. I want to make sure there's no technical stuff on this thing. Check, check. We are live, but can you guys see? I don't see me. I guess it doesn't matter if you can see me or not, but I wanted to make sure you can't turn camera off, turn camera on. Okay, either way, I know the volume's working, so let's just go rocking, start rocking it. So guys, my name's Chris Greenwood, also known as Manifest. I've been doing music now for over 10 years full time. I think it's hilarious that I've toured over 20 different countries. I sold hundreds of thousands of albums, millions of singles, and yet I failed music in school. My teacher failed me. I got an F. So the fact that I'm doing this full time, I like to think that God's has a sense of humor and likes to take the most unlikely people and do amazing things with them. And I also like to say, if I can rap or sing for a living, anybody can rap and sing for a living. You just have to try. It's not about the talent, it's about the heart. And I like to always say this, that, you know, there's always going to be more talented singers than you, always more talented rappers, performers, whatnot. Create anyways. Make art anyways. Put yourself out there anyways, because the world needs your message. They need the way you tell a story. They need a way you sing a song or you perceive a certain issue and want to talk about it. You know, that's what makes us unique as artists. And I'll never forget when I heard that, it was just like, man, like it just set me free to allow me to be myself and put myself out there like I had never done before. And so I encourage you to create. And some people have been asking me why, you know, like, okay, if you're so good, why are you teaching us? Are you just a teacher? No, I do music full time. I just flew back last night from doing some shows on the weekend. I'm flying next weekend. But my thing is I'm tired of seeing artists go broke, especially friends and rappers and bands that I used to tour with. It's like every single year there seems to be another artist that like drops off the map, and it's because they didn't know the business. They didn't know how to make money properly, and the only way they could make money is by touring. And they didn't get to make money off their CD sales, which I'm going to go over in a second here. And so they were just tied to the road. And so if they didn't tour, they had no money coming in. And so once the label squeezed all they could out of them, they just threw them to the side. And then the artist is burnt out, doesn't really have any income streams except for touring. They ended up getting screwed. Okay. And then they ended up driving for Uber and having to get a part-time job. And it's like, you know, I know a lot of these artists, they still want to make music for a living and they still want to do this, but they can't, because they've got to pay, they got to make money, they got to earn an income, and they just don't have any income streams except touring. And so I just want to say, I don't know if you're a beginner, I don't know if you're advanced or where you at, it doesn't matter. This training, you're going to get something out of it. And I just want to say, you just have to start. You just have to get in the game, okay? I don't know if you guys can see this CD. It's kind of bugging me that I can't see myself live in here. And so I want to make sure that you guys can see this camera I just want to go on the chat window. Nobody has said anything else yet. We got a bunch more people on. Can you guys hear me or see me on there? Can you guys just post in there before I continue rocking and rolling on this? Can you guys hear or see me on this? Because I can't see myself, and I just want to make sure that you know, that you guys can see me if I'm like showing you guys stuff. And it says turn camera off. Well, I'm assuming the camera's on, so let's just roll with it. I don't know why. What's that? Say cameraman. What's this guy do? Opening cameraman. No? Oh, I don't know what that does. Let's go back to the camera and see if one of you guys has posted anything. Anyways, well, let's keep rocking with it. Well, my first CD started with Misled Youth, okay? And I'm going to go and just show you my screen instead. Let's going to share my screen here. So let's do turn camera off, and let me share my screen. Screen share. And let's do the desktop. Start screen share. Boom. Okay, so hopefully you guys can now see my screen. And so what I want to start with is, first of all, okay, just to show you that I do know what I'm talking about, I do sell my albums through Tunecore, okay? That's how you upload your albums to iTunes. That's how you monetize your music, okay? And as you can see, I've sold over $4,500 in the month of February already, okay? Just selling digital music online. This doesn't include touring. This doesn't include other royalties, radio, or anything like that. This is just selling music online, okay? And it's an awesome income stream. That's what I'm making. Sometimes it's higher, sometimes it's a little lower, but normally it's anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 a month, okay? But look, this is where I started. Not only did I fail music at school, but I was in a rap group, first of all, okay? And this is me right here looking like a complete dork, all right? This is me rapping in the middle here. This is one of my buddies rapping. He's another rapper. Look, he's turned away. He's not even looking at the crowd. I don't know what my friend's doing there. And then my buddy here is breakdancing, okay? And there's like one dude watching us right up at the front, and these people are watching, and it looks like this guy's even, you know, walking away. So I just want to show you, like, look, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish, okay? I didn't start out too good. I used to wave my hand around like crazy, like a goofball. But you know what? I got out there and I did it, and I just went for it, okay? And I started rapping, just started writing songs and just recording them, demos and stuff like that on tape deck or eventually on my computer, and just went for it, okay? Here's a close-up of me rapping. There's my hand movements and my hat turned sideways. I think I really wanted to be gangster, so I like to laugh and make fun of myself. This is my amazing wife, okay, who I've been married to for over 12 years, okay? That's us at the mastering studio of my latest album that was crowdfunded, and I had some amazing fans that supported me, and we raised thousands of dollars to make this album, okay? So started here just rapping like a goof, didn't know what I was doing, didn't even have a CD out, and then here we are in the studio, okay? But what I like to say is my wife, I dated her, okay, for 5 years, and when we were dating, she went to graphic design college, and so she was just my girlfriend, and we were just having fun, and so this is my very first CD I ever released. This is an EP called Misled Youth, okay? And I'm just at the skate park because I love skateboarding, and to be honest, I didn't even want to do music. I wanted to be a pro skater, but I hurt myself skateboarding, and so I took a picture of me at the skate park, and we got a little skateboard thing in there, and we just put in and just wrote about what I love. The first song on this album is called Session. It's all about skateboarding. So I just wrote about what I love and wrote about what I was into and whatnot. And that's what music is, guys. It's just writing what you're into, what you're about, sharing your story, the things you've gone through. You know, I had a friend that was into skateboarding, and he was a designer too. So I had him design a logo for me. Like, tap into your friends, guys. That's how you get started with this, is just by tapping into your friends, having fun with it, and just starting. Like, this album sucked, you know, it wasn't that great, but you know what? It's still selling to this day. People still buy it. And I don't want to say it sucked, but it wasn't my best work. And I had to start somewhere. And so I'm just encouraging you guys to start, okay? Here's the album. This is the third album, because I had one before this, but this is the one where I got signed, okay? And a lot of you guys don't know, but I had an IT job before I got signed. And I didn't want to wonder the rest of my life, what if? And the reason I say that is because I was scared to quit my job. And when I got signed, I quit my job that I was making over $70,000 a year, and we released this album, and I thought I was going to be a rock rap star overnight, okay? And let me just tell you, I went into $30,000 in debt in the first 3 months, okay? So I didn't become a rock rap star overnight. This is supposed to be me rocking here, and this is supposed to be me hip hop, because I always did the hip hop rock thing. But I was sleeping on the side of the road. I was eating at the dollar menu. But you know what? I didn't quit. But there are so many times, guys, I wanted to quit. And I want to encourage you, don't quit. Get up and go again. There is a tour that I bought onto for $150 per show, okay? Per show. And I had 15 minutes to play. And in between the bands, I would perform one song. But this is the thing that's crazy, okay? In between, while I was performing, the bands were setting up and bumping into me, bumping into my back while I was performing and trying to sing my heart out. And I was like, what am I doing out here? You know, I'm paying $150 a night to play. I'm barely selling any merch. And then my company's asking me to, you know, come back to my job and pay me like $80,000, $90,000. And I'm like, man, that is so tempting. But then this happens. I was in Texas driving, and I was going to some awards thing, and the label calls me to say, hey, Chris, man, we got some good news. And I'm like, dude, tell me some good news. I need to hear some good news. They're like, well, you're selling records in Japan. I'm like, well, what does that mean? They're like, well, we imported 10,000 records, and those sold in the first month. Then we first week. Then we imported another 10,000. Those sold in the second week. Then third week, another 10,000. And now they're doing a big feature of you in Japan. I had huge billboards like this inside the Tower Records that were even bigger than this. This is a picture of me, and I think is Tokyo. I think it was Tokyo or Osaka in the Tower Records there, which is like 3 levels high of just CDs. It is crazy there. People still buy CDs. It's not as crazy as it used to be, but it was wild. But let me just tell you, this wouldn't have happened if I didn't step out. And you don't know, guys, unless you try. You don't know unless you try. Just taking a sip of my Perrier here. So picture me and my wife touring Japan, having fun, just going for it again. 2 punk little kids from Pickering, Ontario, touring the world, 20 different countries. Again, you don't know unless you try. This is me releasing one of my biggest songs, No Plan B, featuring my buddy Coy from Crossfaith. I was putting him on my song, giving him an opportunity, okay? And he was so stoked, okay? Now, if you look up this band Crossfaith, this dude's bigger than me now. He's bigger than me. Hey, maybe you guys listening to this, you're going to be bigger than me. Maybe you'll be bigger than Crossfaith. This dude was just kind of starting out, just starting to get some buzz in Japan, and now he's, on the Vans Warped Tour and doing all kinds of crazy tours all over the world. It can happen, guys. It can happen. You just got to start, and sometimes you need some coaching and you need some help. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that, about my coaching and mentoring program, where I'm going to help you personally at the end of this, okay? Here's me. This is like not last year, but the year before. Me and my buddy Joe and Mike in Russia. Okay, we just got called. Fans, dude, wanted to bring us into Russia and Ukraine. Are you freaking kidding me? And then I got to tour with some of my biggest favorite bands ever, which is POD and Flyleaf. Like, can you guys imagine? Like, I used to just like watch POD from my home and like write lyrics and write rhymes in my basement. And then all of a sudden I'm like hanging out with these dudes, and I got their phone numbers now, and it's just like, it was unreal. It was just unreal. And so I just want to say, like, I'm just a fan of music, and I just wanted to put myself out there, and this stuff happened. It didn't happen overnight. I worked so hard. I spent so much nights writing rhymes, calling people, trying to book shows, doing all the stuff that I'm going to teach you guys how to do so you can do the exact same thing. But I just want to say, man, like, sometimes when I see this stuff, it still just blows me away. It's just some shots of some of our tours and whatnot, just in, I think, of Russia and Ukraine. That's what that was. And then this is what I just want to show you guys too, because look, I started out with like 1 CD, okay? I started out with an EP, and now we've done 9 albums. We've got posters. I've released a book sharing my story. We did a necklace that had these fighter gloves to go along with my album and my book Fighter, and it says Manifest Fighter on them. And I still love skateboarding, so we did a USB key and stickers. And this is all stuff that you can sell at your shows and people will buy. But the thing is, like, you just keep you. Like, I hope you guys see that. Like, I'm just trying to be me. I'm not trying to be anyone else. I'm just being what I am and what I love, and incorporating my skateboarding and my rock and hip hop stuff and just putting it out there. But this has been an amazing way to just connect with people, t-shirts, the whole thing. Like, that's an amazing way to make money. And then I just wanted to show you guys, this is like the close-up of the USB key skateboard. And this is just an idea I had to put like all my albums on it, just so I could connect with people and sell a bunch of music. Okay, so that kind of gives you guys, you know, my story and where I was from and how I got started and whatnot. But what I want to show you guys right now, and I just want to see who else is in the chat. I see a whole bunch of people. Some dude says he doesn't hear me anymore. I think I'm going to say, can you guys still hear me? Say yes if you can still hear me in the chat. I've just been talking for a long time. I hope you can still hear me. I'm just going to go, can you hear me? I'm going to type in the chat thing there. See if anybody responds to that. But what I'm going to show you guys now is I'm going to go into how to sell music online, how to get it on iTunes, how to market it, how to get your music on YouTube and make money from YouTube, the whole thing. And this is going to be some freaking awesome stuff. And then I'm going to do some live Q&A, answer your questions, and we're going to have some fun. Let me just take another sip of my Perrier here, and we'll keep rocking with it. So honored to be here with you guys. So this is how you sell music online, guys, is Tunecore. You can use CD Baby, but I prefer Tunecore. You just got to create an account with Tunecore. And this is in my dashboard here. And you click music and you click add a single or add an album or an EP. But let's just say you just have a single that you want to add. Okay, so you've recorded your song. You give the song a song title. You put it in and just call, I'm going to put it No Plan B Part 2. That's one of my songs. Okay, say I did another version. If you have a feature on that artist, I can put the feature in here, but the main artist here for me is Manifest. So I'm going to put Manifest in there. And then if I have someone singing on there, a lot of you guys know I've done a lot of features with the band Trevor from 1,000 Foot Crutch. So I'd put that in there. I select the language, English, and then you select your genre. And this is what's going to show up inside of iTunes when people are searching, or when they're searching on Google Play or Apple Music or Spotify. Okay, this is how you get your music online. Like, isn't this freaking awesome? Maybe some of you guys are like, dude, I already know this, but there might be some of you that have never put music out there. This is where you do it. Are you hip hop? Are you a mix of hip hop and rock? Are you Christian? Or you know what I mean? Like, lots of different options here. You select your genres. You set a release date. It asks for a label name, and then you just click create single. It asks you to upload your artwork. And I think it costs $9.99 per single and $29.99 for your first album. You upload this, and I think they have it up in like the next few weeks. It says, look, iTunes reviews a random number of new releases for proper formatting. If your release gets held up in review, it may take up to 3 weeks to go live. That's only if you have some mistakes or whatnot. Normally, they can get this thing up in like 2 weeks. And it's so awesome and so easy. And so I don't want to spend a whole lot of time here. I want to show you actually how to market your music. But this is how you get it up online. And then you got to sign up for their YouTube monetization and your publishing administration so they can collect those YouTube royalties. Maybe you guys have uploaded a song to YouTube and you saw a claim on it because it was somebody else's song. Well, that's because they're monetizing their music. If you go and upload a song by me on YouTube, sure, you can put it up there, but there'll be a claim on it because anytime it's viewed, I get the royalties for that because I own the rights. Well, that's all done through teaming up through Tunecore, or you could also use CD Baby as another really great company. But this is awesome. If you guys have more questions for that, totally cool. But let's just say you've got music up already. Let's say you've got music for sale. Okay, look, I got all these albums on iTunes. Well, what if I want to promote one of these things? Like this album right here. Reborn. Okay, this is my brand new album. Well, here's the link that I just click on. Okay, this down arrow, and I click copy, and that gives me the link directly to iTunes. Let's just say I want to promote this on Facebook, and I love Facebook. Okay, guys, and I'm gonna go to my Facebook account. I've got currently over 167,000 likes on Facebook. We got 709 this week already, more likes, which is great. Facebook, I just got the announcement they are going to start paying us, and that is freaking awesome because they want to compete with YouTube. All right, and so they're going to start paying us per view. And so I got asked to be one of the beta testers for the new Facebook monetization, and so all my members of Fandom University that I'm coaching directly are going to get access to that. So I'll share more about that later, but I want to show you what works with Facebook and what doesn't. Okay, and so here's something I just posted the other night. Okay, Facebook doesn't like YouTube. And I want to show you why. I posted this video last night, stoked about the new lyric video for Pray, and I posted the YouTube link, okay? 2,400 people reached, 2 shares. We got a couple comments, all right? That was 17 hours ago I posted that. Now, Facebook doesn't like YouTube, so they don't show this to everybody. But look what happens when I take the same video, but I uploaded the file directly to Facebook instead of posting the YouTube link. Manifest Pray lyric video. This is only an hour ago, guys. It's already been seen by 7,000 people, 1,000 views, 24 shares, and it's got a bunch of comments already. Like, come on. So that shows you why it's really important to upload your videos to Facebook. And the cool thing is they're starting to pay us per view. Again, you're going to have to make sure you have it set up with your Tunecore monetization or CD Baby to make sure you're collecting those royalties, okay? So that's really important to make sure you have that set up, or else you're not going to make the money. As soon as I find out what the pay per view is, I will let you guys know. I'm so excited about this. So uploading videos works. Uploading engaging photos works, okay? And I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've posted that works. And the best way to find out what has worked and what hasn't is to click on your insights. So if you click on this button here, insights, this is going to take me to a page, and it's going to show me all my posts. And I'm going to click on see all posts, all right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on reach so that it organizes it by reach so I can see what has been the most engaging posts. Well, look at this one. This is a lyric card that has done well for me so many times. It got reached by 135,000 people saw this. And it was just a photo, but look what it was. It was a lyric card. People love engaging photos with lyrics on them, with quotes. Quote cards, guys, work so great. It's freaking awesome. Videos work really good. I uploaded a video of my song, Edge of My Life, okay? 96,000. And I just want you guys to understand, I've organized this by my most popular posts. Not all my posts get this, but this is where I look at my history and I can see, oh, okay, January 23rd, I posted that and it did really good. Well, I need to do more of that. And this is where you look at this and you're like, okay, what works and what doesn't? Here's another quote card that I did, and it was just from a song. I have a song called Criminal, and this thing, God is Love. People obviously liked it. You know, it reached 52,000 people. It shows me how many likes and all that, and you can see your engagement, how many people are engaged by it, okay? And so this is really, really powerful stuff. But this is where you take it to the next level, okay? Because you might not get this amount of organic reach because you don't have 165,000 likes. Well, what do you do in that case? I could compare myself to a band that has 1 million likes and I don't get, 400,000 engagement. What do I do? I'll show you what I do. Well, if I want to promote this music video here, I'll click on Boost Post. And this is where it gets so powerful, guys. This is where I can put this post and this video in front of anyone I want. I can put it in front of people who like my page, or I can put it in front of people who like my page and their friends, and I can spend $20 and it'll reach between 11,000 and 29,000 people. I can set the duration for about 7 days and it'll split that money up. And so if it shows you here, it'll spend $2.85 a day. And if I change this budget and go down to $10, I won't reach as many people, but that's okay. But this is where it gets really powerful. People you choose through targeting. Okay, so now what I can do is I can create a new audience. And I'm going to call this new audience, I'm just going to call it live training. And I can say, I want this post to get showed to people in whatever country I want. So if I got a tour coming up, or I just want to reach more people in a specific country, I type it in here. Like if I just want to reach people in Germany, then I can start reaching people on a global basis. What about Japan? If I want to reach more fans in Japan, I can set the age limit. And this is important because guess what? You don't market to everybody. Never say your music is for everybody, because it's not, okay? Your demographic for music, might be 50-year-olds to 60-year-olds. Maybe if you do classical, but I know my demographic is mainly 15 to 30. I could push it to 35, but majority is people in that age range. I can select my genre. I know that most of my audience is 70% men and 30% women. But for this sake of this post, I'm just going to keep it both so this reaches everyone. So this is where it gets really awesome. I have that song Pray. I can type in other bands here. So if people compare me to Eminem and they're like, hey, you sound like Eminem a lot, and I know that, maybe people might like my music that like Eminem. Well, hey, I'll put Eminem here. Show this post to people who have liked Eminem's page. Oh, it's giving me other ideas. Do you do pop music? Oh, would people who like Michael Jackson also like your music? Oh, okay, put it in. Maybe you do kind of country pop stuff, and you get a lot of girls that like your music. Maybe you want to put Taylor Swift in there. I get compared to Linkin Park a lot, so maybe I need to put Linkin Park in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is amazing. You get to put it in front of people that I've already said who they like. And so if they like these bands and these artists, they might like you too. And before Facebook and social media, how would you reach these people? The only way you would reach people before is either you had to go on tour, get on radio, or get on Much Music or MTV. But now you can get in front of fans for so cheap, for $10, for $20, and you can test out your stuff and see what works and see what doesn't. Come on, if you guys are digging this stuff, tell me you like that in the chat if you are digging this before we go on. I want to know that you think that is awesome, because we just didn't have that before, we just didn't have that before. And I just think it's just so powerful. So that's my Facebook strategy, and one thing you can do. And I just want to encourage you guys. I'm going to go back to my page now. You want to post engaging videos of you performing live, lyric videos, music videos, or just cool photos. See what works and see what doesn't. You can get really good ideas from Instagram too, and see what photos are working on Instagram. I guarantee you they'll work pretty good on Facebook too. And sometimes I post from my Instagram to my Facebook, okay? But again, boosting posts is a great way to start building your likes and building your audience, all right? And again, Facebook is going to start paying us, and so that is awesome. I cannot wait for that. I just want to show you one thing that I do when I upload a video. When I click upload video, I'm just going to upload a small song here, and I'm going to put this one with this album, I Have a Dream. It was a song we did called I Have a Dream with some features. And so that's uploading right now. That might take a minute or so, but you want to make sure you fill in your video title. So the name of the video or lyric video, you want to say something here like, hey, check out this new song featuring this artist and this artist, download now. And you can also put a call to action, guys. So this is where you sell stuff and you actually make money on Facebook, and you can put them to your merch page. You can direct them to wherever you want, but this is being a little slow. I knew it was going to be a little slow, but when I click on that down arrow, that'll give me a bunch of options where I can put a call to action, and that's where I might want to copy and paste my link to iTunes. Copy that, or maybe I want to put my link to my Shopify store. Okay, one option too is I could just go to my Shopify store, and I'm just going to go to that right now. I sell my music on Shopify. You can create an account. So I've got all my stuff there. If I want to maybe put them to my store and I want to sell them a physical CD, just go here, click on my store, grab that link, copy, put that, go back to my Facebook, and I can click that and say shop now. And this is being really slow because it's uploading a video, and normally I fill in this stuff when I am once the video is uploaded, but I just copy and paste that link in there and we're good to go. And it's just freaking awesome. And so I do posts all the time, and I recommend you guys do 3 posts a day, 3 to 4 hours apart. Okay, because once a post is 3 hours old, it's gone. People don't normally scroll anymore past 3 hours. Okay, and so that's why you got to boost posts. That's why you got to keep posting. And I also want to encourage you guys, if something works, post it again. Maybe not the next day, but the next week. There's posts that I've posted that I'll repost again because they obviously worked. All right, so what I want to show you guys now is YouTube. And again, I showed you, as you can see here on this proof of sales I showed you guys earlier, some of my YouTube royalties, it doesn't show on the screen, it's on my other one, but I got a really big payment from my YouTube royalties in March. And so I just want to say YouTube is my favorite social media besides Facebook, okay? Facebook and YouTube are my 2 favorites, and I really encourage you to invest in both of them. Okay, Let's keep going. I want to go to my YouTube channel now. Let's go here. And so what I want to show you guys is I'm going to go to my Manifest channel, and Manifest Videos is my channel. And so say you've uploaded a music video to YouTube and you want to promote it now. Well, you do use this thing called Google AdWords, and you can put this music video in front of other artists' videos. So for instance, this song is one of my biggest songs. It's called Impossible. It's featuring Trevor from 1,000 Foot Crutch, which is a really big rock band. What I have done previously is I've basically taken this music video and I've put it in front of other 1,000 Foot Crutch videos, because why wouldn't I want to put this video in front of this guy's band? Because he's featuring it. So it's a perfect thing. And this is exactly what I mean. Look, I'm trying to watch this video right now. What's playing right now? It's called an ad. All right, a 15-second to 30-second ad. And so I have the option to do this exact same thing. That's what I'm going to show you guys how to do right now, is post or put your video in front of other artists' videos before it plays. So before someone watches an Eminem video, I can bid and have my video show in front of it. Again, if you're a Taylor Swift fan and you think people might like your Taylor Swift lyric video or whatnot, you can put your music video, your lyric video, you performing live, whatever it is, in front of other people's videos. And what you need for that, it's called a Google AdWords account, okay? So let's go to Google AdWords, sign in here. And you'll need a credit card to do this, all right? And so I'm going to sign in. And they don't charge you. You'll need a credit card to sign up or whatnot at first. But this is the thing, okay? You don't pay anything until you start a campaign. And so I'm going to show you quickly how to do a campaign, all right? So I'm going to click on this red arrow, and I'm inside my Google AdWords account, all right? Click on video. And then what we do is I'm just going to call this test campaign. And then I'm going to do my budget per day, what I want to spend on this ad. I want to spend $10 a day. I want this to show up, not in the YouTube search. I want it to show up in YouTube videos. And then I can decide what countries I want this video to show up in. Because again, you can get really specific, okay? But what I want to show you guys is the real targeting, okay? And let's click on save and continue. I go way more into detail in this in the actual YouTube course, but I just want to show you guys this. Training live, I'm just going to call this. This is where here, video ad, your video. This is the video that you want to promote, okay? So I'm going to go back to my YouTube, and I'm going to grab that video link. So I'm going to go Manifest Impossible. It's the video I want. There's my video right there. I click on that link, copy. Let's pause this so that's not playing. And then I just paste the video right in there. And then this is where you want to make sure you select in-stream. You don't want the in-display ad because that just shows on the side. We want it to be in-stream to show before the video. Then I just copy and paste the video in the display ad. That's the final URL. And then here's what's really important is the maximum bid per click. Okay, I only want to pay 0.0. I want to pay 1 cent per view. That's amazing, guys. 1 cent per view. You got to understand, YouTube is the wild, wild west. A lot of artists are not doing this, and they need to do it because we're going to put this video in front of other people's videos for 1 cent per view. And this is the thing. If they click skip that ad before 30 seconds plays of this video, you get that ad for free. So you're basically getting free targeted marketing, okay? This is better than spending your money on a publicist or spending your money on something that you don't know is going to happen. You are guaranteed to get views if you're spending. Sometimes you got to raise your budget a little bit depending on how specific you are, and I'm going to show you again how you do this. But look at this. I'm going to click on narrow your targeting, and I can choose where I want this video to show up. Well, check it out. Let's click on placements. Let's search for placements. So let's click on YouTube videos. Again, that band 1,000 Foot Crutch. Type them in here because that dude is featured in there. I click search. and it's going to give me a list of videos by 1,000 Foot Crutch. And I can literally click add, 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 add. And now that my video ad in the music video is going to play before these videos, or at least it's going to bid to try and put it in front of them. Okay, maybe you got Papa Roach fans. Let's grab some Papa Roach. They're a big rock band. They might be into that song as well too. Let's find some of their videos. Let's add those in there. You know, I can do the same thing. I could do Taylor Swift. I could put whoever I want in here. And I can try and get my video in front of these and pay for it. Like, marketing doesn't get any easier. I can actually narrow down her channel, like Taylor Swift's actual channel. I could add that if I wanted to. And so it'll just try and put my ad in front of all the videos. But again, it depends what your budget is, and you can blow out your budget. If you're only spending $10 a day divided by 1 cent, you know, like, let's do a calculator and how many views you can get. So let's say you spent total of $100, okay? So $100 divided by 0.01, which is 1 cent. You get, for $100, you get 10,000 views on your video. Like, come on, does it get any better than that? All right, so then I would just set up, you can go through a few more settings and whatnot. You can decide on your genre, your age. You can do a whole bunch more stuff, but the main thing, I think, is putting in front of the type of video where your fans are. Okay, so I really hope that adds some value to you guys and just really pumps you up. But that's just some really easy way to start marketing in the 21st century. And like again, like, a lot of artists aren't doing this. So you have a huge opportunity to build a fan base. And that's what I just want to say is it's so important to build a fan base, because if you build a fan base, then you don't need a record label, or you'll have the record label calling you down. If you have a fan base, you're going to be able to book shows. You're going to have the booking agents calling you. You're going to have the managers calling you. And that's what this is all about, is getting your music out there, recording it and marketing it, recording it and marketing it, and playing shows. That's what I always tell to artists, and that's what I always encourage them to do, okay? And so that's where I want to show you guys where the opportunity is. Like, if some of this stuff has helped you, this is just some of the basic, amazing stuff that I teach in my courses, okay? And that's where I really want to show you guys Fandom University, all right? And that's my monthly membership program. I'm going to show you guys that right now. And let's just go here. Let me just open up this page right here. Fandom University. All right, this is a membership program that I've created to help artists make money with their music, okay? And we've got a ton of members in there, and I've got a ton of training in there, and I want to show you what this is, okay? Inside of Fandom University, I've got all my training videos in there, okay? And I'm adding new training videos of all my courses all the time. Currently in there right now is this training course, which is over 2 hours long. It's how I make over $4,000 a month selling music online. That course is in there. And then I've also got how to get a booking agent. I show you guys exactly the steps to get a booking agent, but more importantly, how to book your own shows. Because guys, that's how you make money in music. One of the easiest way is booking and playing shows and performing live. That's going to drive sales even harder to your iTunes, to your Tunecore, to your YouTube, is playing live. And so you need to learn how to get a booking agent, but more importantly, how to be your own booking agent. And I show you, this course is in there. It's a few hours long as well too. Normally is $97. It's included in Fandom University in the membership area, okay? Then I've also got how to get a record deal. I show you the step-by-step things, what you need to do to get a record deal, how to get your demo ready, how to approach a record label, how to approach an A&R. I talk to you about how to negotiate the right deal so you know the points in the contract. Stuff I'll teach you in there will save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. If I didn't have a good lawyer and didn't know what I was doing, I would have signed anything and got screwed. I do not want that to happen to you guys. So I put this course together, how to get a record deal. It's freaking awesome. So important. It's important to know the business, guys. It just really is. And then there's marketing, building a brand with your music. This course is just bananas. I go through songwriting, recording studio, social media marketing. I talk about so much content. There's over 6 hours in that training course alone. And then there's YouTube marketing mastery for musicians. I show you exactly how to put those ads together. I show you more detail, how to pimp your YouTube channel, how to really take advantage and promote your YouTube and build playlists and just go nuts with YouTube. Really, really important, and how to really amp up your YouTube game, okay? And those are just some of the courses in there now. I'm adding more courses in there right now. And so I want to show you what it actually looks like inside here, okay? So when you log in, this is what it looks like. You've got the Backstage Pass, which every single month I upload a video showing you backstage into my business. Last month I showed you how to book shows, how I actually book shows, and there's a bunch of training videos in there, which is freaking awesome. I show you why every artist should book their own shows first, the exact process for booking shows. You must use a contract with booking shows, how to send a cold email. Oh my gosh, and I give you the templates that I use to book shows, okay? When I used to book shows on my own, okay? And then you're navigating through here, you're done watching those videos, you click back on the forums, and then you just cruise down here. What I'm uploading this month is the Facebook best practices. That is awesome. I got that directly from Tunecore and how to monetize your videos. That is awesome. This is where all the action happens in Fanbase University. We've got members in here posting all kinds of stuff. This is where you ask questions. You get direct access to me. When I say I'm being your mentor, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about inside the general forum where people are asking for feedback on an acapella. People want some honest feedback on songs. People are talking about logos. We're posting our goals every month, and I'm keeping you guys accountable on there. You're going to network with tons of other artists in there. There's people in there from US, Germany, Canada, rappers, singers, songwriters, bands, you name it. And then every single month, we're going to be doing a live Q&A call. So imagine what we're about to do, because I'm about to answer your guys' questions right now, and we're going to do Q&A in just a second here. But every month, I do a live Q&A, and people get to ask questions. We get to go over your goals for the month, and I kick your butt, and I make sure that you're staying on point and you're going through it. And then, of course, the musician makeover. I'm just going to skip this because this is the members training. I'm going to go over that in a second, but I want to show you musician makeover. Every month I choose one member and I go through their website and I critique a song live. I did it for Cole DeRoos, one of our awesome members there. He freaked out. A lot of other artists watched his thing and they freaked out. Okay, so I do one of these once a month. And then of course there's the masterclass interview where I interview a professional every single month, whether a booking agent. Last month, I did a Grammy Award-winning songwriter and producer, Seth Mosley, who has worked with so many huge artists. And so he talks about songwriting, and there's an interview inside there with him. You just click on that. And then there's the video. There's me and Seth in his studio last month. So much fun, so awesome. And then, of course, what I showed you guys with the training, here's all the training videos, okay? So that's songwriting, marketing, and building a brand with music. You just click here, and you've got all these modules of videos. So I talk about building your brand, choosing an artist stage name, how I built my brand from one idea. You know, I talk about songwriting. And so you just click on these, like my techniques for writing songs. Click on that, and you've got, whoops, sorry, it's back here. Knowing your audiences, click on that one. And you just click and watch the video. And all the videos are in there, and you can and there's just hours and hours of training, and you have access to this as long as you're a member. And I'm uploading new stuff every month. All my courses are in here. Like this is just like songwriting, marketing, and building a brand with your music. That's just one course. How I make over $4,000 a month, how to get a record deal, YouTube marketing, how to get a booking agent. I'm uploading this month, Instagram marketing mastery. And then there's going to be another course every month. So this is just what's going on in here. I'm just trying to help other artists and just take you guys to the next level. We all need a coach. I need a coach. And that's what it's just all about, guys, is just helping each other and taking it to the next level. So how much does this thing cost? That's what everybody wants to know. How much does it cost? Well, let me show you. You guys are all watching this right now. You click on Join Fanbase University and you become a member. And you come to this page, and the monthly membership right now is only $29 a month. Only $29 a month, guys, and you get access to all that content. Those courses alone are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and the training you're going to get is way more valuable than a college degree or a university degree because I'm living this out. And you can't learn directly from someone at university or college, but you're getting it from someone who's in the trenches during doing this live and really living this out. I'm still going to all the events, still playing shows. $29 a month is the one option. The second option is you can do the yearly membership. You can save $50. It's only $299 plus you get a 30-minute private one-on-one coaching call with me. I normally charge hundreds of dollars for just to talk to me on the phone. I'm throwing that in just to say, hey, congratulations. And just because you're making a big decision and you're investing in yourself. So really awesome options there. The either $29 or the $299. Oh, and also if you do the $299, I don't always do this, but I'm also going to mail you a copy of my book, Fighter: 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams. So again, you just click on that button that we were at there before, join Fanbase University, and we can get rocking. So what I want to do right now is I want to open it up for the live Q&A. I'm just going to go back to my face here, and I stop screen sharing here, and I'm going to turn on my camera. I don't even know, turn camera on. Let's turn the camera on, take a sip of Perrier. I really don't know if you guys can see me or not. I just see a picture of something in my face, but I hope you guys have had fun with this and just find this valuable. We're going to do the live Q&A here right now. And I just want to say one of the popular questions is, yes, all my courses are in there and you'll always have access to all that training as long as you're a member. And the other thing is, a lot of people are saying, how long is this going to be available for? It'll be available for today only, for this price right now going on, and then we are going to be raising the price really soon. But if you lock in for the $29 right now, when we do raise the price, you'll be locked in at $29 for the rest of your life, as long as you're a member. So I want to go and scroll and look at some of the questions we got going on here. Victoria says, my main question is, how do I go about getting signed by a record label? Well, Victoria, I just want to say, when you have a fan base, when you have music, you don't need anything else. You don't even need a record label, but it all starts with your music, okay? Everything is built upon the songs. And that's why I think it's so important to invest in your songs, invest in the songwritings, get really good songs, record them, keep making them better. Like, look, I started here, okay? EP, 5 songs, didn't know what I was doing in my basement. Then I got to a release. This is The Chase. This is one of my best-selling records. This is the Japan version, okay? But you got to start here. I don't know where you're at, but you got to start somewhere recording songs. Then you got to start marketing them. You got to start playing shows, building a fan base. Because if you have people that are rabid about your music, buying your music already, well, the labels want that. Like, they just see you as a business. They don't necessarily see you as an artist. Like, we're the artists. We make the art. But you got to understand, it's the labels. They just want to make money off of our art, okay? And so you got to make the best art you possibly can, but then you got to market it and get it out there and do some of the strategies I've been teaching, like in the Facebook marketing, the YouTube stuff, building up your social media presence, showing like, whoa, they got something going on. Oh, wow, they just sold out this club here, or they sold out this church. They had like 500 people. They had 250 people in this market. Like, that's what starts to pique ears here. And that's why I called it Fanbase University, because if you got a fan base, like, that's what your business is about. It's about fans buying and consuming your music. That's really what it's about. Okay. Josh says here, how do I find connections? I mean, what sort of events should a local kid like me go to meet people? Well, I'll tell you where I'm going. I'm going next month. I'm going to the ASCAP Expo, okay? It's an event in Hollywood, California, in LA there, and it's a songwriting conference. They teach about songwriting. There's marketing courses. There's social media stuff, and I go there and meet people. And if there's someone on the stage like that I want to talk to that's speaking, like Akon was there last time I went, and there's this other person that was doing brand partnerships and sponsorships. I think I was at another event in Medem where Wiz Khalifa, that really big rapper, his manager was there. And so right after he spoke, I went up and started talking to him, started building relationships, and I've gotten business cards that way and met people and talked to them. But the thing is, you just want to make sure you're ready and you've got stuff to market, and you don't, like Abraham Lincoln says, I will prepare and my opportunity will come, and that's what this game is all about. It's all about building relationships. It's all about connecting with people and meeting people and being kind to people. You meet the same people on the way up as you do on the way down, and so I want to encourage you guys out there, get out there. Yes, meet people, go to shows, Josh, go to shows and meet people and other bands. Like, there's this band that came up to me and handed me their demo. But they didn't just hand me their demo. They followed up with emails. They connected with me again and again and again. It's like, whoa, this dude's serious. And now that I think about it, like, that's how I met Thousand Foot Crutch. Me and my wife, my girlfriend at the time, we just went to shows and we liked their band and we just connected with them and we built a relationship. And so maybe you need to start going to local shows or go where the action is, go where those bands are playing, and really show that you care. And don't just like go to try and get something, but go to give, see how you can support, ask if you can sell their merch, build that relationship, and you'd be amazed. All of a sudden people want to do things for you. I was listening to my buddy's podcast the other day, and some people in the music industry are a little shy of sharing value because, they always think people are trying to get something from them. But if you just show that you're like, hey, I just want some advice, I want to know what to do next, you'd be amazed at how many people want to, open their hand to you. So that really excites me. And so, hey, I hope to see you guys in Fanbase University, man. Again, it's only $29 a month. We are going to be raising the price because the value is just so insane. And I guarantee you, man, you can, and I'll just say this to be honest, like, you can cancel anytime. Like, you sign up for a month, you feel like you don't like it, then hey, then cancel next month. Just cancel 48 hours before the next payment goes through, and you'll be fine. But try it. I encourage you, connect with other artists. Like, that's like the most valuable part of it that people don't realize. Like, yes, the training's in there, the group calls are in there, but the other artists are in there. People that are doing the same thing that you want to do are inside of there. And man, relationships. When it comes to real estate, it's location. When it comes to the music industry, it's relationships. So I'm just going to refresh this and see if there's any more questions you guys got. Post them below, and then we're going to close this out. We're kind of hitting an hour. I'd like to ask if there's any possibility to work with you together. Yes, Jory, you can work with me together, okay? One of the guys, I'll just be honest, inside the membership was also asking about getting me featured on their track. Okay. And, one of the members, I did do a feature on his track, and, but you don't find out until you get in there and you start meeting people. Okay. So yes, that is something I do. I'll be honest as well. That's how I've actually talked to one of my members about maybe even coming on tour. Okay. But this is, you got to show me that you want this, that you want to build on this and really take it to the next level, and put in the hard work. And that's the thing, guys. Like, I'm not a magic pill. I'm going to kick your butt. I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to inspire you, but you're the one that's going to make it happen, not me. You're the one that's going to make it happen. My coach kicked my butt. I know he coaches tons of other artists too, but I became successful because I put the work in. Alicia, my band only has 2 members right now. We want to be an all-girls band, but we're having a hard time finding other people. Is there anything we can do to find other members? Yes, you can, post things on social media and find out. Talk to, I don't know if you go to church or your community or your school. This is my advice, though, about bands, okay? And I don't want to mess up the vibe that you might have with your other girl. I encourage you, artists out there listening, you be the artist. You hire the band members. You can still be a band, but you hire them. You maintain control, 100% control. Why? Because when I find in bands and groups, and the reason the group that I was in broke apart is because the other guys weren't serious. They weren't really serious about it. And so I'm working my butt off. I'm trying to move this thing, and they're not taking serious about it. And then we end up breaking up. It's like, we're just moving so slow because they're not all putting in the hard work. I know another band that said, hey, if you want to be in this band, that means you have to put in a certain amount of money a month to show that you are serious and you are committed. Okay. But so I encourage you, Alicia, make sure you find people that are really serious, about it and are as passionate about you. And maybe, I don't know if you play guitar or not or anything like that, or if you sing or what role you play, but consider singing and you just playing shows and you going for it, and putting yourself out there. Like, man, look at Dave Grohl from Foo Fighters. Dude was a drummer, learned to become a lead singer and guitarist because he's just so passionate about music and wanted to keep it going. Victoria has another question. How do I start earning? Spending on marketing stuff on Facebook and Tunecore, but not many sales, and all the shows I've done have been for free. Okay, Victoria, great point. A lot of shows are for free at first, but that's the thing. You play for free, you wow them, then you hopefully go back and you get paid and they ask you, and maybe they throw you $50. I'll never forget. I don't know if we bought onto this tour. I think we're playing for free. I was opening up for this band called Swollen Members, and I'll never forget their big bouncer manager dude was just like, yo, what's up, Manifest, whatever. And they weren't paying us or anything. And then they really liked us and we were really crushing the show and then we're really promoting. I'll never forget, he came up to me, he was like, yo, here's some money. And he like just put money in my hand. And it was just like so cool because like we weren't getting paid, but we're just showing up. And so Victoria, I encourage you, work your butt off, work the daytime job to keep investing that money back in, investing it back in. I really hope you guys can see me, but when I made this CD, I made it because I had my full-time job and I invested into it. Then I had it. And then I started selling this and making money, performing shows eventually and calling people down and sending tons of cold emails. And I teach you all that stuff in that course inside the membership, how to get a booking agent, Victoria, and how to really start making money. I teach you my $10,000 a month touring strategy, how to start really making money. And you know what? Like making money live, that's the easiest way to start making money, to start marketing yourself, and then to start seeing the Tunecore sales go up. So again, we got that deal going on right now, $29 a month or the $299, and you get a free one-on-one coaching call with me so I can just really talk to you and really talk about your problems personally. Get on the phone, go through some stuff and just quantum leap you. Plus you get the fighter book for free and you save $50. I'm going to leave it up for just a couple more seconds to see if there's any more questions that you guys got before we close this down. I really hope you found this valuable. This has been so fun. Loving drinking my Perrier here, and I'm going to go work on some music after this and chat with some of the people inside the membership. Okay, DJ Stephen Carr, what's up, bro? As a producer, how do I find jobs? I don't know if you're a producer as in you're a beat maker or if you're a producer as in you produce songs and albums, but one way, if you're a beat maker, you make beats for people and you give them away. You work with artists. You market yourself just like you would market yourself as an artist, and reach out to people and cold email other artists. If you're a producer as in a songwriter and like engineer and whatnot, most dudes I know who started off and just trying to find jobs, they did albums for free. They did albums for $50, $150. Like I'm talking albums or songs really cheap just to get their chops up. So they're working with artists. They might not be working with their most favorite artists, but they're just trying to get their name out there, their chops out there. And then they started to get paid because they started to get known. And this is the same thing with performing live, guys. It's performing for free, crushing it, and then getting asked back. I'll just share one more story before we shut this thing down. But I bought onto a tour for $500 a night. I know, $500 a night, but it was worth it. I got to play in front of tons of new fans, ended up building relationships with these bands. It was awesome. And then they asked me to come out again, but this time they paid me $500 a night. And plus I sold tons of merch. Like that's how it works. Sometimes you got to pay to play. Sometimes you got to just play for free, but then you build it. And it's so awesome. It doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen if you stick with it. Okay. Look, this album came out in 2001. Okay. I've been doing this for 15 years. All right. And it's just, you just got to start somewhere. But my hardest problem is finding singers to work with. Yeah, man. Well, one way you can do to find singers, dude, look on Kickstarter, look on Pledge Music. See some dudes that are out there, like, they're obviously artists. They're putting themselves out there. They're trying to raise money. That's one way to find bands. Look up people on SoundCloud, YouTube, obviously, and just start reaching out, cold email people and just say, hey, I would like to work with that artist. I think I could help them out. And that's how I would approach it too, bro, is to email people that you dig and that you just want to help out and come from a place of wanting to give as opposed to a place of wanting to take. So I encourage that. Last question. This dude's saying the most important thing to have a product, a hit song, the marketing is secondary, I guess. If you're not working hard and giving some real value is useless. That's right, man. Totally. That's what it is, dude. Working hard. You got to have good songs. You got to have a good product. Then you got to market it because I think it was Dave Ramsey said, man, good marketing. Like if I give you the best marketing strategies, but the music isn't good, then it'll just fail faster. So, hey, I love you guys. I believe in you. Again, fanbaseuniversity.com. You can sign there. You can click on that button that says Join Fanbase University right there. And I'm going to peace out for now, and I'll see you guys soon.